Again. We're back again. We're just going to wait for others to join us. Hello, Eze. How are you doing? Trust you are doing great. It's a beautiful evening over here. We're just going to wait for others to come around. We're just going to wait for others to join. Eze, what's happening? Let me know in the comment section what's happening. Why are you not all right? What is happening, Eze? Do you want to talk to me about it? Just going to try to sort this. Kagbo, is it why you heartbroken? Let's hear in the comment section, please. Aminata, good evening, us. Good evening, Aminata. How are you doing? Trust you're doing great. Thanks for joining our live today. Israel, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. Bolum H, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. Thanks for joining our live sections today. Juliet Chinelo, good evening, us. How was the day? My day was fine and a little bit stressful, but it's fine. That's the crown of it all. It's fine. It's another life here. So I think Eze is having some emotional issues right now because Eze is saying no one cares about me, but I do care about others. There's something you should know. Okay, I think before I attend to Eze, let's talk. Let me introduce myself for those that are just joining this live for the first time. Good day, everyone. Welcome back to Nurses Lecture Room Live. My name is Mercy Mary. I am a registered nurse. I'm a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria, but I'm currently practicing in the UK as a registered adult nurse. On our daily life sections, we come here to take your questions in regards to your health. And we also remind you that the doctors actually in the better position to give you personalized health advice. What we can do here is to give you a general knowledge, a general education, but the doctors are usually in the best position to help you out with your health conditions. So here is a judgment-free zone. We try and see what we can do to help you out. So ask your questions, feel free. It is wonderful having all of you. So I think Eze dropped a question. I don't know if it's more or less like a question. One of our subscriber who is always on our live said, I think it's something I need to attend to. He said, no one cares about me, but I do care about others. You see, that's why I take alcohol. What I have to say, I am not a psychotherapist, neither am I a psychologist or a mental health expert. In things like that, you said no one cares about me, but I do care about others. You see, that is why I take alcohol and you are heartbroken. There's something I want you to know is that when you care for others, don't expect anything in return. Yes, when you care for others, when you love others, don't expect anything in return. Don't expect them to care for you back. If you can't care for them, let them go. If you know it's going to cause discomfort to you, if you know it's going to cause you pain, let it go. Don't care to that extent of causing yourself pain or causing yourself hurt. All right. When you care for people, yes, that's the right thing to do, but don't expect them to care. Like, don't expect them to care for you the same way you care for them. I know they will tell you love is reciprocal. You give, yes, if you know you can't give love, that's if you know if you give that love, you're expecting it in return and it's not coming. The best thing is not to give that love at all, or else you're going to be disappointed. So, what you should focus more on is caring about yourself. You should be the focal point. You should be the number one. You should be the first thing you should talk about. Like, be selfish a little bit. Focus on you. I think it's very important if you learn to be selfish a little bit, if you don't learn to discomfort yourself because of others, if you don't learn to like bridge your principles, bridge your rights because of others, I think you should focus on you. You should focus on taking care of yourself first, not taking care of others. Because if you continuously take care of others and you neglect yourself totally in the process, you are going to regret your actions, especially when those others you are taking care of don't reciprocate that care. They don't reciprocate that love. So if you know you want to give love, give it free of charge. Don't expect anything in return. But if you know it's something you want something in return and you are not seeing it in return, stop it. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, Easy. That's the best way. Sometimes we give a lot, we expect things in return. Expectations actually kill. Expectations actually kill us more than we can ever imagine. So the best thing I will advise is not to expect anything most times. Then if you know you are not comfortable, that you need a return, then stop it and let it go. So that's what I advise you to do, Eze. And like we said, Eze, we are working on you stopping alcohol. We are working on you stopping alcohol. So alcohol should not be your method of getting yourself back. Alcohol should not be the only way you can relax. Taking care of yourself should be the way you can relax. What do you like doing? Why don't you spoil yourself? Okay, the person you are spoiling with some cash. Okay, let me assume. I want to assume now Eze is a guy. Eze is taking care of a lady. He's sending money for this lady for upkeep. He's making the lady's hair, going for the nails and everything. He's spending on this lady. But Eze does not have a good designer trouser. Eze does not have a good designer watch. But he has spent a lot on this lady. But yet that particular lady is not reciprocating it. So for me, I'm just assuming Eze, I think you should cut it off. Exactly what I'm saying. Yeah, if you understand. First of all, focus on yourself. If you have the money, split it into two so you don't get disappointed. Spend on yourself and spend on the other party. So if you are caring too much and you're not seeing and you're not seeing the results that you're expecting and you feel you need the results, then let it go and don't care. But if you care without the mindset of getting anything in return, that is the best. You care because it is the right thing to do. I don't know if I'm making any sense to you, Eze. Let me know. So we have Danchelas. Danchela said a primate. When you say a primate, what do you mean, Danchelas? We have Tikora. Tikora said hi. Tikora, how are you doing? It's a beautiful evening over here in Nurse's lecture room, and we are here to take your questions. So if you're just coming across this live, you are scrolling through YouTube and you saw this our live section. Welcome to Nurse's Lecture Room. My name is Messi Mary. I'm a registered nurse midwife and also member of the UK YouTube Health. So feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on that notification bell, so whenever we upload the video, you get notified and you'll be among the first people to watch our videos. And also, if you are watching this live section and you've not double tapped the screen to like the video, what are you waiting for? So what I would advise you to do is to double tap the screen and like this live section. That shows you appreciate what we are doing so far. So I'm going to wait for your questions. As usual, our daily life lasts from 10 to 11 p.m. Why is my eye inching? Sorry. Our daily life lasts from 10 to 11 p.m. So we're going to be waiting for your questions in the comment section. All right, Hazel, glad. I just hope it helps. I think you should focus on taking care of yourself. That's very important. That's very paramount. Johnson Tomatoes. Good evening, dear. Good evening. How are you, Johnson? Trust you are doing great. It's a beautiful evening over here. Where are you watching us from, Johnson? Tikora said, what is the meaning of mucus? It depends on where you are coming from. It depends on the aspect you are seeing it from. It depends on the aspect you are seeing mucus from. Let me just type on Google so that we have mucus, like mucus. Let me just show you a picture. Let me see. Let me see if I have a picture of mucus. There are different types of mucus, but I can't find a particular picture to explain it to you. There are different types of mucus. You get. Tikora, what in particular, when you say what is the meaning of mucus, what in particular, in what aspect? Are you talking about like mucus from the nose, from the mouth? There are different types of mucus. They are usually gel-like secretions. I can't get a picture now. I wish I have like a screen that can show you on this live section, but mucus are like gel. They are gel-like substances. Let me check if I can get a picture. Okay, he said in urine. Are you talking about mucus in the urine? Generally, a little amount of mucus in the urine, it's actually normal. But if it's a lot, it can signify a urinary tract infection, a UTI that needs to be treated. So if you are experiencing mucus in the urine, it could mean that there is a urinary tract infection that needs to be treated. So in such situations, I believe your doctors might prescribe some antibiotics for you to help kill the infection, to help treat the infection. So I don't know if your question has been answered, Tikora. Tikora, let me know if your question has been answered. Okay, yeah. All right. So if you are noticing mucus generally in your urine, I would advise you see the doctor and get it treated. Like I earlier said, it could be as a result of urinary tract infection, sometimes sexually transmitted infection. For the men, it could be as a result of prostatitis. For the ladies, it could be as a result of bacterial vaginosis. So it's just infection if there's an increase in the mucus. But if it's a little amount, I would say it's normal. But if you notice a significant increase in the mucus in your urine, it means that there is an infection that needs to be treated. So usually doctors prescribe some antibiotics to help treat that particular infection. After maybe some urine culture has been done, they take some samples to get the urine culture done. So Alma, how are you doing? Trust you are doing great. Chidima, nice having you on our live today. How are you doing? Trust you are doing great and trust you're having a nice time. If you are watching this live section, all you have to do is to double tap the screen to like the video, to automatically like the video. That's all you need to do. Then if you have any question, drop in the comment section. If you have any challenges calculating your ovulation, I have a mini calendar here. This is a personal mini calendar I use to calculate your ovulation, your peak period on our live sections. You feel free to drop your start date on the comment section, and I'll be able to help you out in calculating your peak period, your ovulation day. So Cora said that, yeah, it's a little amount when I urinate, but it's small. If it is small, it's normal because mucus are generally found in your body. They are gel-like substances. They kind of protect the lining of some of your organs in the body. So if it's a little amount, then there's no need. But if it's increased, I think you need to see the doctor. It's a sign of an infection. especially if you have other symptoms attached to that mucus in the urine. For example, there's inching, there's increase in body temperature, there is burning sensation while peeing. If you have any symptoms alongside with all this, it's also very important you see the doctor, even if it's a small amount of mucus you see in the urine. As far you have all these symptoms, it's very important for you to consult your doctor. So Chidima said, I am good, thank you. Thanks for joining, Chidima. Thanks for joining. If you have any question, please drop in the comment section. And if you are looking for a way to calculate your ovulation, to calculate your menses, you're having difficulties, drop in the comment section. For us to help you calculate your ovulation and your peak period, all you have to do is to drop the start date of 3 of your menses, the start date of your April, May, and June or July, or it could be May, June, and June start date of your menses. Then with that, we are able to help you calculate your ovulation and also your menstrual cycle. If you are just coming across this channel for the first time, feel free to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we upload a video, you get notified and you are able to watch. Tomorrow by 7 p.m., we are going to be dropping a video on the causes of low testosterone. I would advise everybody to watch that, especially for the men and boys, so they know what is likely going to cause low testosterone in their body and try as much as possible to avoid it. And for the guys that are watching, or for the men that are watching this live section and they are experiencing testicle pain, like they experience pains in their balls, like you normally call it, it is very important for you to watch the video I uploaded last. That was yesterday. It's very important for you to watch that video because that video explained the various causes of testicular pain. And there's a type of pain you feel in your testicles that will make you rush to the doctor immediately, because if you don't go to the emergency room at that particular moment, it can lead to infertility. It can lead to you having difficulty getting children in the future. So it is very, very important for you to watch that previous video that was uploaded on our YouTube channel. You can also search for other health content on our YouTube channel. We have a lot of videos explaining what you need on our YouTube channel. So that is that. So Cora said, thank you very much for your answer. I am from Gambia. It's nice having you here, Deborah. Cora, it's nice having you here. So feel free to share this live session to your friends. Let them join, let them ask their questions. This is actually a safe space. Yeah, it's a safe space. We don't criticize, we don't judge. We always look for a way to see how we can help you out with what you are passing through and give you useful advice in regards to what you are passing through. That is what we do here. It's a safe space. We don't castigate, we don't judge, we don't accuse, we don't put pointing fingers. We just try to see the best way to help you out. So just one day's channel said, well noted, doctor. Hey, I'm not a doctor. I am actually a registered nurse midwife in Nigeria. So I am not a doctor. I am a nurse. Okay. So we have Kale Israel said, hi, Kale Israel. How are you doing? It's nice having you on our YouTube channel today. So feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. And also double tap the screen to like the video if you've not done so. Kindly double tap the screen to like the video. If you have any question, drop in the comment section. If you want us to calculate your cycle, also drop in the comment section. Let's keep the questions coming. Let's keep it coming. Is today's lecture solely for calculation of? No, it is not solely for calculation of cycles. If you have questions on how to calculate your cycles, I'm going to help you calculate it. If you have any other question, also drop in the comment section. So it's not just all about calculation of cycles. I hope that helps. We are not just calculating cycles on today's live section. We are taking all your questions on today's live section. So I think that just one day, it's not just about cycles. We are answering your questions in general. So Chidima said, can preeclampsia in pregnancy be prevented? Preeclampsia in pregnancy can be prevented, but it, like, I would say your actions reduce the risk of preeclampsia. Okay, your actions can help reduce the risk of preeclampsia in pregnancy. For example, what food are you eating? Are you eating healthy? That can also go a long way to help. So when you are pregnant and you are trying to avoid preeclampsia, you can limit your processed food, the processed food you eat. You can limit your snacks. You can limit sugary substances that can reduce your risk of going down with preeclampsia. Then weight management. If you are obese, if you are overweight, you can try as much as possible to see how you can reduce your weight. You can exercise to cut down that weight. That reduces the risk, because if you are overweight, if you are obese, that increases your chance for preeclampsia. So reduction in weight goes a long way to reduce preeclampsia. Regular exercise, staying active. We're not asking you to do too much exercise. At least the little ones you can, like taking a walk, jogging, that is going to go a long way to reduce the risk of preeclampsia. Just the lifestyle modifications in general, especially when you know you've had history of preeclampsia, is just for you to work on your lifestyle and see how that helps you. Having a good sleep, limiting caffeinated drinks, all these are going to go a long way to actually help to prevent preeclampsia in the long run. So Alma said, what are some of the food that someone can eat to cure gastric ulcer? Personally, I would say ulcer does not have a cure. Ulcer does not have a cure, but it can be managed. All right. As an individual, you are going to notice that there are some particular food you eat, they tend to aggravate the pain. There are some particular food you eat, they tend to aggravate the pain. If you notice that whenever you eat beans, like it increases the pain of the ulcer, then you stay away from that food. And as someone that has ulcer, what I advise in general is to take little food at a time. Don't try to finish the full bowl at once, because when there is too much, it can aggravate it. So it's better for you to be taking little food at a time, not just like taking one heavy food a day. So check out for the food that aggravates your ulcer and stay away from them, because that is going to like make things worse. For example, spicy food. Spicy food actually aggravates ulcer. Caffeinated drinks, all these energy drinks, they are not good if you have ulcer, because all these things can actually alter your what do you call it now? All these things can actually alter your body system and make that ulcer pain come all over again. So just notice your body. If you notice anything at all, any food that you take that aggravates the ulcer, the best thing for you to do is to stop that food. Okay? So that's my personal advice for you, Alma. So Adele Margaret said, I have a 28-day cycle, but it changed to 26 after I did my ovarian cyst surgery. How do I calculate it? So if you are sure that your cycle is 26 days, like you are sure it's 26, it's okay. It's nothing bad, because the average cycle is between 21 to 32 days. So that is a normal menstrual cycle. So if it's not 26 days, to know your ovulation day, 26 minus 14, 26 minus 14, that is 12. So what you need to do is to count 12 days from the day you started seeing your period. 12 days from the day you started seeing your period. And ovulation usually is like 12 days plus or minus 2. They usually put plus or minus 2, plus or minus 2. So just count 12 days from the day you started seeing your period. That is likely going to be your ovulation. I don't know if I'm making sense to you, Margaret, if you understand what I'm saying, Margaret. So we have Just One Day channel. Just One Day channel said, nowadays, what I have observed is people do resort to traditional ways of curing diseases and sickness. What is your take on that per nurse point of view? Is Nescafe good in tea preparation? So first of all, let me answer your question. When you said that nowadays, I have observed that nowadays, what I have observed is people do resort to traditional ways of curing diseases and illnesses. Personally, my own take, my own point of view is that there are a lot of healthy benefits in these herbs, like your ginger, your garlic, your turmeric, cinnamon, curry. All these herbs have a lot of health benefits. So when you take it, they help to regulate your body. All right. So that is why it is advisable for you to include them in your diet. Personally, when I'm preparing most of my food, I add ginger, garlic, ginger, fresh garlic, and some turmeric, some dried turmeric to it. So all these things have health benefits. So that is why I feel people are resorting to these traditional ways, because herbs are herbs are generally beneficial. But before you take those herbs, I think it's very important for you to know what you are taking. Before you take those herbs, I believe you should understand why you're taking it and what those herbs are doing for you. So you don't take what is going to like cause more harm to you than good. But generally, in my perspective, all these herbs are actually healthy. I don't know what they are missing up for you when it comes to traditional ways of curing illnesses, but herbs that you see around there, they have a lot of health benefits, and they can help you with your overall wealth. They can health, I mean, they can help you boost your immune system. These herbs, this um natural foods, they can help boost your immune system. You can make your body stronger. But in terms of curing diseases, that is a huge one. Yes, because sometimes those herbs, they are good for your body. They might not directly cure that disease. You might still need to take this modern medicine rather than traditional medicine. So I don't know if you understand that perspective or the angle I'm coming from just one day TV. So is Nescafe good in tea preparation? I've not taken Nescafe before. I know they talk. Wait, Nescafe. I think when I was in school, I hear people saying they take Nescafe just to keep them awake. So I am not a fan of Nescafe. I am not a fan of coffee. So I can't really provide good answer for that. I can't really provide good answer if Nescafe is good in tea preparation. I can't really provide good answer. So Alma said, thanks for answering my question. You are welcome, Alma. So if you have any question, feel free to drop on the comment section. I am willing and ready to take your questions. That is why I am here every day from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. just to take your questions. Oh, sorry. So feel free to add. I believe I've answered everybody's questions so far. So feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. Oh. I was trying to plug this phone. I'm sorry for the break in transmission. All right. The phone fell down because I was trying to plug it in. I didn't really realize that the phone was down. Yeah, I was so busy. I didn't realize my phone was down. So I just got a notification that it's going down. So I had to quickly plug it. So that was why those mess came around. So we're waiting for your questions. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment section. Where's my pencil? Okay. So just one day channel said, what is the work of bile in our liver? What is the consequences if it is affected? And generally, the bile is what is responsible for the digestion of fats. Bile is responsible for the digestion of fat. You see those fatty food you eat, is the bile that will digest it, is the bile that helps to break it down. So if there is no bile, breaking down these fats might be difficult. So the function of the bile generally is to break down the fats that we eat. is to break down the fat that we eat, is to take the waste product of those fats out of our body. So that's what the bile does. Then we have something like the bile ducts, the gallbladder, and all that. So Juliet said, please, can I take top tea, Lipton, and Nescafe while breastfeeding? Personally, I know Lipton. I think I know top tea, but anything that will keep you awake, like I think Nescafe contains some coffee in it, so I might not advise that from my own perspective. I might not advise you to take Nescafe, especially if you are breastfeeding. Anything that's going to like you are taking it to keep you awake, to keep you active, I would advise it because things like that goes into the breast milk and your baby takes it and your baby is awake and your baby is always like their eyes are shining instead of them to be sleeping. So as a pregnant woman, or sorry, as a breastfeeding mom, you have to be careful what you're taking because when you take those things, they keep you awake. They also keep your baby awake. That is why when you take some strong painkillers, for example, you take some strong painkillers like codeine, tramadol, like all those strong painkillers, they go to the breast milk and make your baby feel sleepy while you're also feeling sleepy. I personally experienced the opioids, like the codeine, after my delivery. I was given codeine. I noticed that when I take this codeine, my child sleeps for long. Yeah, it sleeps for long. So I had to stop it. I was in pain, but because of my baby's benefits, because I needed to like check she's okay, I had to stop taking codeine because when I take the codeine, it goes to the baby and the baby feels sleepy, breastfeeding like he doesn't want to breastfeed, he just want to sleep. So whatsoever you are taking, if with the mindset to keep you awake, then it's going to keep your baby awake too because the baby is also taking it from the breast. I don't know if I'm making sense because I know when I was in school, people take Nescafe to be awake, to be able to read when I was in school. Top tea and Lipton, I don't know if they contain that thing. I'm not, I don't really have an idea if they contain that. But anything that you are taking with the mindset to keep you awake is definitely going to keep your baby awake because it's going to go into the bloodstream. So I don't know if that is clear for you, Juliet Chinelo. So if you're watching this live section, why is everything falling today? Is this a sign for me to go back to bed? Everything is practically just falling. My phone fell, my other phone fell, my stand fell. What sign is this? What sign is this? What sign is this? I don't really know though. So if you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment section. I don't know if I've answered just one day channel. I believe your question has been answered. So just one day channel said, I interacted one woman in my vicinity and she narrated to me that the daughter is having a boil around the intestine. Don't know if it is possible. What can cause that? Question clear. In terms of boil around your intestine, that's not something I can explain here. I'm not saying it. I don't know what she means by boils in her intestine. So what I would advise her to do is to go back to that same doctor that told her that she has boil in her intestine and get it treated. You get, it all depends on the severity, how big it is. That's what is going to determine the effect it's going to make. But I really don't know why there should be a boil in the intestine of a child. So I think the doctors should explain better to her. What should be the cause whenever I take ginger, it will make me to cough? Whenever you take ginger, ginger is subtle, ginger is not harsh. Probably you're allergic to ginger. It's possible ginger is not just good for your body. There are some people that they take some particular thing and it's not good for them. So maybe ginger is not good for you. But I think this is the first time I'm hearing that. Maybe it's come up, I don't know. But with ginger, I used to feel garlic is harsh, ginger is very soft. So I used to feel that ginger is very soft. Yeah, ginger is very soft. So I don't really know why it's causing cough for you, Abia. I don't know why it's causing cough for you. Probably you're allergic to it. So whenever you take it, your body doesn't sit well with your body. Then the only way your body can tell you this doesn't sit well with me is to start coughing. So that's what I think. So let us keep the questions coming. Keep the questions coming. And also, if you want us to calculate your cycle today, all you have to do is to drop it in the comment section. Then we are definitely going to help you calculate your cycle. We are definitely going to help you calculate your cycle. Why? Okay. Mambo Tamban, how are you doing? Thank you very much for joining our live. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment section. Then we have Just One Day Channel said, what causes heart attack? Your view on that. Okay, there are a lot of things that can cause heart attack in terms of the risk factor, but one thing that is likely going to cause heart attack is actually what we call the coronary artery disease. Coronary artery disease. What I mean by that is that in coronary artery disease, the arteries are blocked. For example, this is an artery. Blood is flowing to the heart. Blood used to flow through this artery to the heart. It supplies the heart. Okay, let's say this is the heart. So we're going to be talking about what causes heart attack. For example, this is the heart, and this is like a pump. This is a pump that supplies the heart with blood, that nourishes the heart. Or we say, okay, you know, this is a plant. The heart is a plant. Then for the plant to grow, you need like water. So this is the water. This is the pipe through which the water comes to the plant for it to grow. Same way applies to the heart. If this is the heart and this is the artery, the coronary artery that supplies the heart is flourishing, the heart is growing. If something blocks this coronary artery, if something blocks this artery in such a way that the blood is unable to go to the heart, all of a sudden the blood is no longer getting to the heart, that can result in heart attack. That can result in heart attack. So coronary artery disease is a major cause of heart attack when the artery supplying the heart is blocked. I'm going to go over it again. If this is the artery supplying this heart and the artery is blocked, something is blocking this pipe, something is blocking this artery, that can result in heart attack. So there are a lot of risk factors, things that can put you at risk for going down with heart attack. And one of it is age. As you age, you are at risk of going down with heart attack. That's one. If you smoke, you take alcohol, you are also at risk of going down with heart attack. Then I think obesity, like you are overweight, that puts you at risk of going down with heart attack. Hypertension, if you have hypertension, that puts you at risk of going down with heart attack. So I don't know if you understand that now. Let me know in the comment section if you understand that now. Attention, attention, if you're not ready. Okay, Chinelo said very clear. Tamba said I'm fine. Juliet Chinelo said, can staphylococcus be contacted through sex? Generally, staphylococcus is not a sexually transmitted disease. It's not a sexually transmitted infection, but having sex can make you get it. You get it's not that it is transmitted through sex, like okay, through fluid, like we normally know, but because it's like staphylococcus, there's an opening in the skin. That is why it is possible for one to get staphylococcus after sexual intercourse, but it is not a sexually transmitted infection. But having sex increases your risk. Should I use that word now? Increases your risk of having staphylococcus aureus, but it is not a sexually transmitted infection. So Abia said, what kind of food will someone with fatty liver be taking? If you have fatty liver, I will encourage you take fresh vegetables, green leafy vegetables, eating healthy. Leafy vegetables are very important. Fruits, they are also very important because livers actually help to break down fat. So if you keep on taking fat and your liver is no longer strong, you are going to be doing your liver more harm than good. So taking vegetables, taking fruits, taking less fat, less fatty food is going to go a long way to help you. All right, so that's that for Acha Abia. Just one day channel said, I understand, auntie, but I know someone very energetic, but she was caught up with heart attack. Does it attack slim people? Heart attack can attack anybody. Heart attack can attack anybody. It doesn't really matter if you are slim or fat, but being fat puts you at risk for going down with heart attack. So what I will also say is that have this person checked the blood pressure? Is this person diabetic? So when you're active doesn't mean that you are not diabetic. It doesn't mean that you don't have high blood pressure. So it's possible this person could be diabetic. It's possible this person could have high blood pressure. It's possible this person could have some underlying medical conditions that predisposed her to heart attack. Just one day channel. I think that's the answer to your question. Then Ugoke's son, they said, fine Evelyn, our honorable lecturer. I salute you. Evelyn Sunday, how are you doing? It's nice having you on the live section today. If you are watching this live section and you've not double tapped to like the video, what are you waiting for? Just double tap the screen 1, 2, and it automatically likes the video. And also, if this is the first time of coming across this channel, all you have to do too is to subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on the notification bell. So whenever we upload a video, you get notified. And if you've not watched our previous video, which we just uploaded on ball pain, I think all the men in this channel should watch that particular video where I talk about the various causes of ball pain and also what you need, the 5 questions you need to ask yourself as a man in regards to you having ball pain. There are 5 questions you should ask yourself when you're having ball pain. So I think you should go and watch. If you're a man, it's very important for you to watch that particular video. So just one day said, I pray that God protects all of us because now heart attack is very rampant. Thank you for answering my questions. You are welcome. Generally, there are a lot of processed food in our society today, in the world today. If you can, try as much as possible to source for natural food. Try as much as possible to source for organic food rather than processed food, rather than non-organic food. If you can, go for organic food. Go to the farm to get your food. It is much better when these foods and fruits are fresh. Like over here, I feel pained when I can't get those fresh vegetables, when I can't really get those unprocessed vegetables and fruits. It actually pains me a lot. But at least I am not relying on some dried veggies, like our dried local leaves that are actually medicinal to our health. So I think go eating more of our local delicacies, fresh food is going to go a long way to help with your overall health. You get, because the more processed food you eat, the more you put yourself at risk for going down with different illnesses. The more you put yourself at risk for going down with diseases and infections. So that's that. Camera said hi. I liked the live. Thank you very much, Camera. It's nice having you. So Ugoke Sunday said, Nurse, what do I do to get rid of any infection in my body, if any? Thanks. Okay, Ugoke, when it comes to infection, there is no particular thing that you can do to get rid of any infection. But you can take some of all these herbs. I see some herbs that they tell you it helps to detoxify the body, combinations of all these things. But there is no one thing you can do to help you cure infections because there are different types of infection in the body. So if it's a bacterial infection, the doctors are going to give you some antibiotics for it. If it is a fungal infection, you're going to be having some antifungal medications for it. So different infection, and even if it's a bacterial infection itself, we have different types of antibiotics. It depends on the type of infection, the type of bacterial infection. So there is no one particular drugs or no one particular thing you can do to actually clear your body of infection if there is any. Okay, and one thing I would advise you to do is don't go to the pharmacy and get antibiotics with the mindset that you want to flush your body, you want to cleanse your body. you just go and get antibiotics and take it. You are abusing it, because the more you abuse these antibiotics, the more your body become resistant to it. So if there is no need for antibiotics, if you are not noticing any signs and the doctors did not prescribe, it is not advisable for you to take these antibiotics. So that's that Sunday, and I believe your question has been answered. So just one day channel, I believe there's going to be a live section tomorrow, God willing. 4 on low battery. I have really learned a lot. Bye. Thank you very much, Just One Day channel. It's nice having you on our YouTube live, and I am super excited that you've learned greatly from this live section. All right. Okay, see you in our next live tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Hopefully, like when everything is fine and I have enough strength, I will go on live as usual, 10 to 11. I will be live tomorrow to take your questions too, if there is any from YouTube. So Margaret says, thanks for your answers. You're welcome. Ugoke Sunday said, thanks for your response. You are also welcome. Feel free to drop your questions in the comment section. I am willing and ready to take all the questions. If you are watching and you've not double tapped to like the video, all you just have to do is to double tap the screen. Just tap on your screen, 1, 2. Tap on your screen, 1, 2, and it automatically likes the video. That's all you need to do to like our video on YouTube. Then if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly go to our YouTube channel, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because we promise new videos are going to be dropping, if not every day, but alternate day. You're going to be getting new videos on our YouTube channel. Like I earlier said, for those that are just joining us, we uploaded a video yesterday on the causes of ball pain, especially for the men that are experiencing pains in their testes. That video explains in details what you need to know in regards to the various causes of ball pain and what you should do. So I would advise all men, all boys, all ladies, not just for men, they should watch that video. It's very paramount. It is very important for you to watch that particular video. So Zachary said hi. Hello, Zachary. It's nice having you. How's your wife, or how's your husband? How is everybody? Hope they are fine. It's nice having you on our live section today, Zachary. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment section. Miss Mary is here to take your questions. And if you have people that are complaining about their reproductive health, they are shy to talk about it, feel free to share our YouTube channel link with them. Feel free to share on your WhatsApp status and invite them to always join our live sections by 10 p.m. every day, 10 p.m. to 11 p.m., 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. every day. We are live to take your questions. Just for some few days, I might not be live, especially when my husband is at home. When he's not working, his off days, I might just not come live. Depends. So, but most times we are always live from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. every day. So if you have someone that has a lot of questions going through their mind, it is very, very important for you to share this link to them so that they join our live and ask all their questions. So Zachary said, we are all doing well. How's the weather and your family? We are fine over here. The weather is very, very hot. It is extremely hot over here. It is very, very hot over here. So we're experiencing the sun, is this scorching? We're experiencing the sun over here. The weather is hot. We have to use the fan. We have to use the AC to actually keep our rooms cool at this particular moment. And these days, I find myself putting some bottled water in the fridge, which is not usually very common. But now I've started keep putting some cold water because of the way the weather is. Sometimes you just need that cold water to keep your spirits going, to revive you rather than the normal warm water, because the weather is really, really hot over here. So Zachary said, please, what is your email address? Nurses Lecture Room, that's Nurses Lecture Room at gmail.com. Nurses Lecture Room at gmail.com. So that's our email address. Feel free to send an email if there is a need for it. Nurses Lecture Room at gmail.com. So feel free to drop your questions. I still have like 11 minutes to go. So we have like 11 minutes on this live sections. So I'm still waiting for questions. If we have more questions, put it in the comment sections. And if you're watching this live section, you've not double tapped to like the video, kindly do so. Just double tap and it automatically likes the video. Please just double tap and like the video. So let's see if we have any question. We have 10 minutes more on this live section, and the live section will be ending. We have 10 more minutes on this live section. If you quickly have a question, feel free to drop in the comment section. And if you want us to calculate your cycle, drop in the comment section. According to your knowledge, you will. Zachary said, I'm dark in complexion. I used to have some rashes in my face. Please, is there any recommended cream I can use? Personally, I am not a dermatologist, so I can't really give recommendations in regards to skincare. I can't give recommendations in regards to skincare. So I don't know how I can give recommendations in regards to skincare. I'm not a skincare specialist, so I don't really do much when it comes to my personal skincare. So I don't know how to give you advice in regards to the rashes on your face. I'm sorry about that. Okay, Sunday said, Nurse, my wife always complains of malaria and she's AA. Is it as a result of her genotype? Yeah, I would say yes, because research has shown that people with AA are at higher risk of having malaria more. Like when you are AA, you are yes, there's an increased chances of you getting malaria. Your body gets malaria easily compared to people with AS and SS. So you are more prone to have malaria if you are AA. That could be the reason. So it is very, very important for her to take safety precautions. For example, using nets. The house should have nets in them to prevent mosquitoes from coming in. Using mosquito repellent cream. She can use it if she knows she's going to a place that has a lot of mosquitoes. She's going out. She can use the mosquito repellent cream to avoid mosquito bites. What other advice do I have to give her? She can also try to boost her immune system by eating healthy. In terms of that, again, what other advice can I give her? I think that's the best advice I can give her. Just try as much as possible to prevent the mosquitoes from getting you hot. Try as much as possible to prevent the mosquitoes from biting you. So that's the only advice. But generally, AA, they are higher risk of going down with malaria. All right. So we have 7 minutes more on this live. After 7 minutes, the live will be ending if we don't have questions in the next 7 minutes because it's a 1 hour live section. So after 7 minutes, the live section will be ending. Okay, thanks and good night from Port Harcourt. Thank you very much, Sunday, for joining us. Good night and do have a wonderful night rest. Say me word to your wife. Extend my greetings to your wife. Hello, Antonio Osemeka. Thanks for joining our live. We are ending our live in the next 5 minutes. So we are done for today. So we are going to be ending the live in the next 5 minutes. So the live is ending soon. It's just a 1 hour live. So we are going to end the live soon. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment section. If you have any question, feel free to drop in the comment section. The live is ending in 5 minutes time. And if you're watching this live and you've not double tapped the screen to like the video, kindly double tap the screen and it automatically likes the video. It's as simple as that. Just double tap the screen and it likes the video. And also, if you've not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss out when we upload a new video. Hello, Mrs. Vega. How are you doing? Hello, Mrs. Vega. How are you doing? I'm doing great, Mrs. Vega. How are you doing, Mrs. Vega? So, Zachary, is it letrozole you wanted to type or hetrozole? I know about letrozole. Letrozole is actually for breast cancer. So I don't know about hetrozole. Is it a drugs? Like, I don't know about hetrozole, but letrozole is for breast cancer. Achabia said, please, is this program daily or what? It's daily from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. It's daily from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Most times we discuss a particular topic, but today is just life and calculating cycle. So it's daily 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. Then we also upload videos on our YouTube channel. You can check that and see. And Miss Vega said, I am good. I just want to say thank you for your advice. I am pregnant now. Wow. I am super excited. This is good news. This is good news. Like, this is what I like to see. This is what I like to see. Like, when you get pregnant, like I always say, when you get pregnant, come back and tell us you are pregnant. If you need advice for your first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, kindly let us know. We are willing and ready to help you out with it. But once again, congratulations, and I am glad it helped. I wish you the very best, Mrs. Vega, as you plan on welcoming your baby. Congratulations, Mrs. Vega. Congratulations, Mrs. Vega. It's a big one. Is this your first baby, Mrs. Vega? Is this your first baby, Mrs. Vega? All right, Abia. Good night. See you tomorrow. So the live will be ending in 1 minute time. But I want to know if it's Mrs. Vega's first child, first pregnancy. Mimi Love, how are you doing? Trust you're doing great. You came live. You came late, I mean. You came late. The live is ending soon. Oh, Mimi, you came late. Okay, I've just given me a chance to ask a question. Congratulations, Mrs. Vega. Hopefully, after the end of your 9 months, you are going to come back and tell us you've put to bed, and we are going to say congratulations. Yesterday on our live section, one of our subscribers dropped on the comment section and said her child is already 4 months old. It's a baby girl. Yeah, it's already 4 months old and it's a baby girl. She was so excited and she was thanking me. But today, we are getting a comment saying that, oh, I am pregnant. That's a good news. That's a great news for us. Okay, that's what we want to hear. We want to hear I am pregnant. We want to hear I just put to bed, especially for those that have been trying to conceive. So that's what we want to hear. That's the good news we really want to hear from you. So for those that are trying to conceive, we wish you all the very best. And for those that have conceived, we wish you all the very best in your 9 months journey. And we pray it comes out well, very well. In Jesus' name, amen. Mimi Love, I'm waiting for your question. Okay, Mimi Love said, I did my pregnancy test and I saw a very fainted line, but my period is next 3 days. Am I pregnant? I'm breastfeeding. Are you pregnant? How old is your baby? How old is it? Did you just put to bed like a few weeks ago? Did you just put to bed a few weeks ago? And also, it's possible to be pregnant while breastfeeding. That's one thing I keep saying. It is very, very much possible to be pregnant while breastfeeding. 4 months. It is possible to be pregnant while breastfeeding. And have you seen your period ever since you started breastfeeding? Like after you put to bed, have you seen your period at all? Have you seen your period? For you to say your period is next 3 days. Okay, so what I would advise you to do is to wait a bit, and if your period did not come after that 3 days, you can take another pregnancy test. For you to see 2 lines, it's a sign that you could be pregnant, just that it's not obvious yet. It's a sign that you could be pregnant, but it's not obvious yet. So what I would advise you to do, wait till you miss your period, do the pregnancy test again. And I believe, yeah, do the pregnancy test again. That's why I said you should do the pregnancy test again. So wait till you miss your period. You're going to miss your period in 3 days' time. So maybe on the 4th day, you can do a pregnancy test again. That is going to confirm if you are pregnant or not. I don't know if that's clear for you now, Mimi. And I believe, do you really want to get pregnant or you don't really want? Because I know most people, they don't want, especially when their baby is a whole lot to deal with. Like first trimesters, a 4 months old baby, that is a whole lot to deal with. That's a whole lot to deal with. But let's just wait. After you missed your period, the day, like the 4th day from now, you can do a pregnancy test again and see the outcome. So that's why they usually say that breastfeeding is not 100% effective. It's not even very effective when it comes to preventing pregnancy. So that's why sometimes after delivery, some hospitals will ask you, do you want to go for any family planning method? What family planning method do you want? Because breastfeeding is not very effective. Anything can happen with breastfeeding. So I think that ends our, we've been able to answer Mimi's question. Mimi, after 4 days, I'll be expecting you back on our live. I'll be expecting you back on our live so we can. So Mimi said, my friend saw her period once. Yeah, some people don't even see their period and they are pregnant. That's something you should know. Some people don't see their period and they are pregnant. So it's so possible. Why some, they see their period once and the next one they are pregnant? Some, they don't even see their period at all and they get pregnant. Okay, why? If you don't see your period at all and you get pregnant, one thing you should note is that ovulation comes first before menses. Before you see your menses, there has to be ovulation. And ovulation simply means that your body is releasing egg. And when the egg is released for the first time after childbirth and you have sex on that particular period, it's going to lead to pregnancy. So that explains why. Even if you are breastfeeding and your body decide, oh, it's time to ovulate. You've not seen your period, though. You are ovulating and you have sex, you're going to get pregnant. There's something you should take note of is that after you've given birth, how to note this, my advice generally is that after you've given birth and you are recovering 1 month, 2 months, if you notice that at a particular time, all of a sudden you just have this increase or high sex urge, and you notice a discharge, a slippery discharge, which is a sign of ovulation, I think you should avoid your husband during that period, if possible, because you can, like I earlier said, you can ovulate. Even if you avoid your husband that period, safe. If you had sex before that period, it can lead to pregnancy. So it's a bit dicey. It's actually a bit dicey. So it's so possible not to see your period and get pregnant after you've given birth. Yeah, it's possible, Mimi. So Francis Esther said, please, I have a question to ask you. I said I was going to end this live in like 6 minutes time. Mimi actually brought a question which kept me to this time. I'm going to wait for 1 minute for Esther. If Esther questions do not pop up, I'm sorry, Esther, I'll have to go. If your question does not pop up in the next 1 or 2 minutes, I will have to go because I need to rest and I am going to church tomorrow. So I'm just going to wait for 2 minutes for Esther. But Esther, if I cannot answer your question today, feel free to come on our live tomorrow from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. 10 p.m. our live starts, so I'll be able to explain. I'll be able to answer your questions in details. From 10 p.m. our live usually starts. So if I did not get to answer your questions today, I'm going to come live tomorrow and take your questions because I've overstayed my welcome in this live. The live is supposed to have ended by now. So I've stretched it like above 7 minutes now. All right, so I think the question is going to be answered tomorrow. Feel free to come to the live tomorrow. We're going to sort that out. All right. So thank you everybody for joining this live section. If you want to ask questions, come on time tomorrow by 10 p.m. and I will try as much as possible to answer your questions. Thank you very much and do have a wonderful night rest. Bye and see you tomorrow.